in memory of India's most venerated jurist. The country's finest legal minds will make their case. The who's who of India's legal community is gathering, coming together to discuss a pressing and important issue. Pros and cons of trial by media. The Ram Jethmalani Memorial Lecture Series, first edition, an unmissable telecast, September 12, 2020, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Watch live on NewsX, NewsX YouTube, NewsX Facebook.
Hello and welcome to the first edition of the Ram Jethmalani Memorial Lecture Series. Born in Sindh in undivided India, Ram Bhulchand Jethmalani completed his matriculation at the age of 13 and his LLB at 17, the age which he argued his first case. He continued practice for almost 8 decades, remembered not only for his iconic cases, but being the venerated jurist who for much of his later life was simply living history at the bar. We have with us today some of India's finest jurists and learned legal minds to build upon this great legacy by pondering one of India's present big issues. We will be discussing the pros and cons of trial by media, a topic which, given the current environment, merits some serious thought, both within and without the 4 pillars of our democracy. Let us begin by inviting Mr. Kartikeya Sharma, founder of the ITV network, one of India's largest TV networks with 11 national and regional channels, to which this channel, NewsX, belongs, for his opening remarks. Kartikeya ji.
Ladies and gentlemen, we at the ITV network family are honored to be hosting some of the finest and most learned minds of India's legal community. Those who are speaking today are a credit not only to this country, but the furtherance of the cause of justice in the world at large.
A vital aspect of justice in the criminal sphere is a fair investigation and a fair trial. On several occasions in the not so distant past, trial by media has stirred debate and controversy.
I would always say his persona as a public leader was no less than an eminent lawyer. And therefore, today I pay my great homage. It's the great work you are doing, Mahesh. You have all the potential to scale the same height which your father achieved.
We cannot all achieve the success of that Manhattan attorney Mo Levine, who was said to be so good as an advocate that he made money on the side by selling tape recordings of his final arguments in court.
Ram was fond of good things. He liked Scotch and soda. He also liked feminine beauty. One exception was Mrs. Gandhi. He couldn't stand Mrs. Gandhi, and Mrs. Gandhi wanted to see that he was deported. And in that case, we, in my own way, helped a little bit for him to go abroad.
When I think of Ram, I think of a man of many parts. His forensic abilities, his affable disposition, his love for life and literature, and most important of all, his ability to stand alone were some of his great qualities.
Would like to assure you that all your words have been heard with the gravity and respect that they deserve, and we here at NewsX look forward to represent the call to service, all of you, that clarity and eloquence that you have just given us and put out to us.